Hey, it's Vasco from Metro Hobbies and welcome to another unboxing. Today we're going to be looking at the Traxxas Maxx. This is a car that's been around for a little while, so I figured it was time for us to crack the box open and see what this guy is all about. Okay, so as always, when you take one of these out of the box, you will find the truck fully assembled and ready to go, the radio, and of course, a little bag with some instruction manuals and a couple of odds and ends. There is some extra bits of foam in here as well for you to pack up the battery tray in case you have batteries that are a little bit smaller. And there's also a couple of Allen keys and a little tool to help you remove the wheel hexes and basically do some maintenance on the truck. There's some advertisement in here as well, and then of course you have the all important instruction manual. You will find more information on the Traxxas website as well. We'll link to that in the video description. So if you want to check out exploded views, get part numbers, look at some more detailed manuals in there as well. They got a whole extensive parts list. Check out the Traxxas website. They actually have information on all their vehicles there. So that's all the little bag of goodies. Now the radio itself is the TQI radio. This has been around for quite some time. It's actually a pretty comprehensive radio. Via these two little red buttons up the top here, you can actually do a lot of tuning. You can adjust endpoints. I believe that this also has muscle memory to an extent. And on the back, there's a little module kind of hatch here that you can remove and replace with a Wi-Fi module. So this will allow you to actually connect to the Traxxas app, and then you can have telemetry and do all sorts of tuning and things like that. Provided, of course, you have those components hooked up in the truck. Some of these things are sold separately, so you will need to do a little bit of research in regards to that. And then, of course, you have the two little knobs here. One's a multi-function knob, so this will actually adjust various different things depending on the menu settings that you've gone through via those two little red buttons. And then, of course, you have your steering trim little dial there just to make sure that the car is going in the right direction. As you can see, there's no foldable antennas or anything like that. Everything's built in. It's got this kind of neat little handle on top here, and of course, the handle itself is pretty well sort of molded to suit your hand, so your thumb and everything kind of fits in there really nice. The foam wheel feels kind of good. It's a nice small foam wheel, so it'll kind of suit a variety of different hand sizes, and the whole thing runs on 4 AA's, which you will need to get yourself. So that's the TQI radio and everything you get in the box with the Traxxas Maxx. Okay, so now for the truck itself, you can see this is a shrunk down version of the famous Traxxas X Maxx. And they actually did a pretty good job of scaling down that big monster behemoth of a truck to something that can fit in the back seat and people can carry around without popping your hernia. So this is actually a pretty nice little truck. It's actually pretty beefy as well. And they've got, the Traxxas famous kind of clip-on body as well. So you have a little clip just on the back here, and you can just turn that, flip the little thing up, and the whole body just kind of slides out just like so. So it has this, whoops, I'll just move this out of the way. It has this kind of like built-in roll cage. There's also a little kind of like a roof skids on top here. So when you do roll over, you're not just wrecking the body straight away. There's a little protective shield on the back of the body as well. The body itself is actually not too bad. A little flimsy for my liking. Would be nice if they made this a little bit stronger, but the roll cage does offer some nice protection, so that should last you a little while. And then, of course, you have in here the truck itself. Now, this is capable of running on a 3-cell, or you can also run it on a 4-cell. Most people would run it on a 4-cell because this is, for maximum potential and maximum effort, you're going to go and put as much power in here as you possibly can. Suspension wise, it's actually quite nice. It's quite plush, and of course you do have a built-in wheelie bar on the back here, which has a little bit of flex to it, which is nice. So when you are popping your wheelies, this will actually hold a wheelie for quite some time as well. Nice sturdy front bumper with a bit of cushioning on there as well, which is quite nice. Tires themselves, not too bad. Foams are a little bit thin, but overall these actually do hold up pretty well for the most part. Just be mindful that if you do let the power kind of bleed out to these tires, there have been several reports in the past of people like ripping the tires up. So just be mindful of that when you are running this car, because it is quite powerful. So as we go through on the inside of the truck very quickly, we have our battery tray over here on this side. We have our motor with the built-in motor fan just there, and we have the ESC just here as well. There's a receiver box where all everything kind of plugs into there, and then of course at the front you have your big beefy steering servo. There's a whole I guess plastic brace that runs all the way through the middle of the truck, and then the whole thing is on this huge plastic sort of tub chassis, which is again a shrunk down version of the big brother, the X-Maxx, and the whole thing just feels really nice and beefy. The shocks are aluminium threaded body shocks, so you can tune these quite easily. Okay, so the battery tray just clips out like so and pops open this way. There is a clip that you can unclip from the battery tray, and I'll take this out very quickly here. So this guy unclips from the battery tray. This is for you to use on the shallower packs, so you actually pack in there real nice. And of course, if you are going to be using some slightly thicker batteries, you unclip this, and then you can use your thicker batteries. So the whole thing just clips in there real nice and easy, and it should make life very easy to put your batteries in there like so. So underneath you can see that we've got the raised chassis design. So this is a true monster truck design that Traxxas have gone with, and again, keeping in line with the big Traxxas X-Maxx as well. It does come with the standard Traxxas connector, which some people keep, some people change out, and that's pretty much it. You have some pretty beefy diffs in here as well, so this can take a fair amount of punishment, and as is the case with most Traxxas vehicles, of course, there are an abundance of aftermarket parts that you can get for this, as well as some Traxxas upgrades. One of the most common upgrades that people use on this truck is the widening kit. So this kind of widens out the stance of the truck, and that makes it a little bit more stable, especially when you're going in some pretty gnarly terrain. So a very cool looking truck. Comes, I think, in about 6 different colors. So make sure to check out the website and see which one of those kind of appeals to you the most. And that's pretty much it for the Traxxas Maxx. Okay, so that wraps up a close-up look at the Traxxas Maxx. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section down below if you have any questions or queries regarding this. Don't forget to check out the video description as well for more information on the Maxx, as well as some of the accessories that I've mentioned here. And thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll be speaking to you all next time.